started really young, just like messing around with writing music. I try and write a few hours every day. Sometimes you come up with something in 15 minutes. Sometimes 6 hours later you have absolutely nothing. It's usually a shot in the dark as to how things come about. When I was maybe 14 or 15, I just picked up the guitar and I could do it, just naturally. I think that was maybe the turning point. My name's Dan Edmonds. I'm an artist here in Hamilton, Ontario. I was born here, raised here. I make music with my friends, I record music for other people, and I write music and produce music for myself. I had always been intrigued with how to record music. I always wanted to be able to do it myself. And I had a few mentors who had little home studios. Pretty early on, they would offer us studio time. But I think I wanted to run the show. I didn't want to be just told what to do. The thing about analog, first off, is it just sounds great, but it's very limiting. There's 8 tracks that you can use, and that's all. A lot of modern records will have hundreds and hundreds of tracks, but in the studio here, we just have 8. So it really comes down to writing a good song.
So when Dan and I met, I was recording on a 16-track recorder that was an analog method. And I went to see Dan, and I thought I was the coolest cat in the crowd. And Dan was recording to tape.
And then 2/3.
But the whole thing is that when you do make records like that, your playing has to be so on point. The tape and the analog method, there's just a patience that you have to kind of have.
Collaboration is so important to me. The people I work with are so talented and just so brilliant that they'll bring out things that you could have never come up with. I think I'm so critical of my own work that I'm always just trying to wow myself. Like 9 times out of 10, it's rubbish, but sometimes it's really good. At least I think it is. This whole new record I'm doing, it exceeds everyone's standards for what they thought they could accomplish on their own. Sometimes the feelings that you capture, especially late at night, it's hard to replicate. A lot of my recording is just trying to capture that feeling. It almost feels like you're entering a vortex and you submit yourself to what's happening. People who are artists and people who make music, I think it's done by people who feel it the most. For me, the reason I make music is because it's when I hear music, I get goosebumps. So I don't know if it's like a prophecy or if it's fate or something, but it's just like it really affects me. Like music really affects me.